Welcome to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. We are at Friday, y'all. How delightful is this? It's delightful.
Does that mean it's been a month?
Yeah.
Okay, I was actually thinking about this today. I think it's been...
I mean, Monday's technically our month anniversary.
Yeah. So I think it's been 3 weeks. Like,
No. There's
right?
no way we've just done this for 3 weeks.
Let's look at the calendar.
Today concludes 3 weeks and 6 days. Monday would be our month anniversary.
Okay. That sounds about right.
But it started November 3rd.
Yeah,
Did
but I'm taking off the weekend. I'm talking about just the business days.
Allison's right. So
it's our full 4th week.
This is full?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the end of our 4th full week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. It's our month anniversary. Yay!
Whatever happens from here, I'm calling it a success.
2 days ago was our month anniversary. How did we miss that? Probably because all the other
because we're trying to live and be up and not crying. You know, all the things.
No, it's been awesome. And I before we get started yesterday, and I don't know, do we have the text pulled up?
Oh yeah, we do.
There were 2 texts that came in that just really meant a lot. And if I can just be a little heartfelt for a minute, it has been quite the month. I mean, we've done a lot in a short amount of time. And these 2 texts that came in were so kind. And I just want to let y'all know how much it means when y'all send these texts, because we realize that we were kind of quickly thrown in there. I think Phil's life was turned upside down, and this opportunity came out of nowhere. And so we are so excited, but it's been a lot. And we've had to kind of figure each other out and the direction we want to go. And so do you want to read those 2 texts? I just wanted to give them a shout out. And
yeah,
we got you.
Scott from Athens yesterday said, "I love you 2 women. Y'all are at the reality of what I've been at for a long time. You're so much more pleasant than I am discussing these things, and God bless you for it." And then he said, "Bro love to you, JP." Bro love to you, Scott.
Thank you.
And then what's the other one? Greg from Elkton, Tennessee said, "I want you ladies to know that I, all caps, love your program. Not everything makes me listen or laugh, but I want more. You ladies and JP, keep up the good work."
Like, thank you so much. And then even to our spouses and in-laws who have really kind things to say, because everybody has that moment when it's like getting married or becoming a parent, and you're like, we are all in. And we know that God provided this opportunity. We know it. It is stupid how many different connecting dots there have been. But it also is terrifying to take a leap of faith. And on the other side is blessing. We don't get it on the side where you're like, I'm not sure. And you're standing on the branch forever. God was like, it's time to fly. Let's go.
As he typically does.
Exactly. So your text, your online text, your calls, thank you.
Yeah, I think too, I don't know. And I get we're not everybody's cup of tea. We are a huge shift from Phil. And that's just, it's a lot. And, you know, I'm sure there were some people that didn't enjoy the way Phil did the show. I mean, and that's okay, that we get that. But it takes a lot to put yourself out here every day.
Yeah.
And like the liability part, and to be able to speak honestly, and it takes a lot to come in to do a good radio show, to be honest, to be vulnerable. And that sounds so silly, but we're like having some deep discussions.
Yeah.
And so I just appreciate our listeners, even the ones that maybe aren't sure about us. Stick with us. I promise. We're going places, and we're going to, we'll challenge each other. I think already it's been some great discussion on the text line, and I've learned a lot from y'all. And anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to those 2 listeners that texted in, because it does mean a lot on our 1 month anniversary.
Month and 2 day anniversary.
Yeah.
Month anniversary. It's a month anniversary, guys.
And pray for JP. It's been a monumental change.
I mean, literally on the scale of life transitions, and I don't mean the weird kind that's not actually real.
Not the tranny kind.
That literally requires mental health help, preferably from a Christian counselor. You,
Which he might
however,
need to.
he probably does. I know some people. You moved, you changed jobs, though it was the same, you still changed. Your family's still, a couple hours away and not even into your new place yet. This is a big deal what you've done. And what we would like to say on behalf of like our sons, we're very proud of our sons and we're proud to work with a man of your character because you're making it, you're getting after it. And that is to be cheered on and applauded because that doesn't happen a lot these days.
No.
So bravo, sir.
Thank you. And if we're being sentimental, then I guess, y'all have been awesome. It has been a crazy transition. Like, there's been times my head's been spinning and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like, and, there may be anxious nights of, with so much change where I can't sleep or I don't want to eat because I'm, just my mind won't stop racing. Like, the show has been a blast. I couldn't have asked the two better people to be there in the transition with. So the show is going to be awesome. It already is awesome, but I think on our month and 2-day anniversary, I think it's important to make that known. Like, yeah, we're going to be good.
I think we've got some good plans. And it just to continue on the JP love train, I've been so impressed. Like, you have really exceeded my expectations as a producer and the way you are able to talk to adults. I mean, and that sounds this is my mom hat on, but there's so many kids because all they do is communicate through Snapchat and, what FR, that's how for real.
Oh, for real.
Yeah. But they communicate in abbreviations. It's the weirdest thing. But you can have discussions and conversations with adults and you carry yourself so well. And I just really am so proud of you. I told you we weren't going to mom you, but
it's okay.
For putting yourself out there and just being willing. I mean, you have great ideas that you've shared with us, and I think we're going to do some fun things. So anyway, all that to say, our listeners, y'all are awesome. Thank you for sticking with us and for enjoying the show and engaging. It's way more fun when the listeners get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun.
And I think it's been a great time to get to know all of y'all that have stuck with us.
And hopefully today you'll be really glad you stuck with us because we have quite a Friday planned. We have not only Steve Marshall on at 3:30 that we're going to ask him some questions that we hope all of y'all will appreciate and mull over. But we have the montage. We have perhaps a preview of the Festivus report.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps we have Clown World. And we may even bring you a second helping of Hot Flash News. So this is a Friday that is it's going to be delightful. And not just because there's a great football Saturday tomorrow, Roll Tide. It's just JP and sports. I mean, like, what a day.
Well, we are
going to do sports, but do it at later.
Yeah, I think 4:00 JP on Sports is probably good. But we are going to do the Festivus preview because I made a sound effect for it. And then we did do a Clown World montage because I made a Clown World montage. Okay, so we're getting all those things.
Little JP.
Everybody should be so blessed.
Man.
JP can do things. I'm like, you did that? So
yeah,
it's very impressive. So we're excited, but I'm glad Allison wanted to give y'all a shout out because we are very, very grateful. We know we have hopefully years to go together as a tribe, as a community, spread out over not just Alabama, but parts unknown as of yet. But we're excited about this Friday show and very excited. And we even have Allison, I even put a little note. Did you like how I hid that from everybody?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm surprised because you've always been the together one. So thank you for that. I can see your togetherness on. Yeah, you are.
No,
you are. It's
not at all.
Really good. I'm excited. And then Monday, everybody needs to tune back in. Tommy Tuberville is coming on.
Can't wait for that.
He seems to be following in the Trump shoes of somebody described it as your uncle at the Christmas table dinner table that just doesn't care anymore. And he's saying all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think Tuberville is there.
Oh, it's delightful.
And so we're going to catch him at the right time. We're going to get it all. But
Which-
he'll be on
That's
Monday.
where we are too, isn't it? We just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Which is a great place to be in, because if you don't care, then that means you're actually going to tell the truth. And isn't that what makes it great? Is it, I don't care. Like what does it serve any of us if we don't tell the truth? And it is so refreshing to have a politician who tells the truth.
It's way more fun too. Like if you really, and this is what I tell my kids, like I promise when you walk in that room, people really aren't paying that much attention to you.
Oh yeah, that is like, yes,
Yes.
that's one of the
You-
realizations where you can like get over yourself a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like,
it's refreshing, and yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I feel like a lot of people your age don't get that yet. I didn't get it till I was later and older, but everybody's worried about making
Them.
sure they look good and they sound good. I promise it's way more fun when you realize nobody really cares. So, think Tuberville's there. I think he got there maybe 2 years ago, but, and that will be great for when he becomes governor.
Oh yeah,
We can use that energy.
Yeah, we can. We need it.
For sure.
desperately.
governor. He's already governor-elect Tuberville, pretty much. Oh wait, Doug Jones. It's gonna be a race.
How
Yeah.
can you forget Jermaine Jamal Brown?
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Pastor Jermaine Brown.
We probably need a Jamal Jermaine, whatever his name is, update, because I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
He's nothing if not funny.
Just go to his Instagram.
He's a hoot.
I follow him on Instagram.
Allison?
And he pops up a lot because I must stop on every reel he makes. I won't do it, but he dances every other reel. And I think I'm a bad dancer.
Did he not get the memo?
His dancing is horrendous. And I can't believe but it's hysterical. And again, hats off to him. He doesn't care.
He's someone though that maybe should care a little more.
Well, he recorded it and watched it and said, I look good.
Oh.
I am posting
Mhm.
this. But the one where he danced in the sport coat but no shirt
yeah,
underneath,
yeah.
Oh,
And he's a big fella.
can you show that to me during the break?
it's so
Oh,
funny.
if you dare, yeah.
It's so
I
funny.
need to see that.
He does some chicken move.
But what's
it's like this.
This part's not funny, but the post before that was him at the doctor, and it was a picture of him like looking sad and said, "Just got a bad update from my doctor on my health. I'm gonna really start making some changes. This was a wake up call for me." And you scroll up, and the next one is him in a sports coat with no shirt, dancing like belly dancing. It's like this guy wants to be governor.
It's a hard pass, but we'll enjoy your reels. How about
I'll
that?
show you. I think we do have to take a break now. So
That we do.
I'll see if I can find the shirtless belly dancing.
In montage when we come back?
Or after this next one, we'll have short time. This next one.
Okay,
Okay.
no, we need space for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
montage.
We need space. Let it breathe. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I am telling my daughter to just leave the rotisserie chicken on the countertop. Sorry.
No, it'll go bad. You can't leave it out all day.
Well, look, I'll be home soon. I mean, we'll be home in a couple hours. You think she should put it in the fridge? All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
You don't want lukewarm meat.
Put it.
That's where all the
in
salmonella
fridge.
marinates
Yeah.
and grows.
All right. Well, I didn't know because, I'm married to a man and you're either one way or the other. He's like, oh, it's fine. Leave it out.
No.
He
Definitely.
thinks everything's fine. So y'all are like me. You think.
Yeah, fridge for sure.
Oh,
Because I have a 2-hour window, but I was like, well, I'll push it. I'll be home in 3 hours.
I mean, you probably wouldn't die, but I don't think it's worth it, especially when you have one sick child. I don't think it's worth everybody throwing up for the rest of the night just
Thanks,
to not
Allison.
put it.
Thank you for the voice of reason.
But Jared Sinclair's just like that. He will eat stuff. Like it's been in the refrigerator for 2 weeks and I throw it away and he gets mad at me.
Okay. Yes. I'm married to that guy.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
No, thank you. No. Texters, let us know your opinion on this because, I mean, it's like you're either one or the other. And I'm like, the rules say you have 2 hours. Same thing with ice cream.
Yeah.
2 hours before it unthaws, and then I got to throw it out. We made it home just in time with some Trader Joe's ice cream this weekend. It was delicious, by the way. But I do not want to leave things out. I don't want to die. I don't want to go
What's he
see my
laughing at?
husband as a patient. Well, I can't see him, but one of his partners because I was throwing up because I left food out.
Yeah, it's just not worth the
Gag.
I'm laughing because I'm the guy that puts stuff in the fridge and forgets it's there. So when I the night before I was moving out of my Gaston apartment, I was like, all right, let's clean out the fridge. And I go and I'm like, ooh, that's been in there for a long time.
Is it like
Ooh.
hairy by that time?
Well, one of them was milk. So
Oh, delicious.
and the others were, yeah, it was not fun. But I was sitting there and I was like, because I would go on grocery trips and then put stuff in the fridge and then just forget it's there.
Yeah,
And
so my son.
Yeah.
we're
Just
okay.
Toss it.
It's
I'll give you
fine.
the $3 for the milk if you need to rebuy it.
Definitely not.
Okay, I know this is a short segment. Can we give a little? I know some of our listeners may have not been up on the Candace Owens. It all kind of folds into the Turning Point, Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes drama. But what's the latest? Because she did come out and make a statement about going to the tell-all at Turning Point.
Yeah. So if you missed yesterday's show, Turning Point was setting up a live stream event with Candace, who has been very vocal about how Turning Point is complicit in Charlie Kirk's assassination. So then their producer, Blake Neff, set up a live stream for Candace and them to get together and talk about it. And it was set on December 15th at a certain time. Candace then retweeted that and said, kind of weird how you didn't email or call me to ask about times or availability and chose to instead tweet this confirmation out at midnight. Said that December 15th doesn't work in person, but that she'll gladly do it over Zoom. And then, then you scroll up a little bit and she said, it has been decided by the public that the best response for this and for my team is to live stream your live stream and provide commentary. Since you already picked our regular podcasting time, we look forward to providing live responses to your once and for all answers. So let me get this straight. It went from a in-person live stream to then a virtual live stream. And now it is Candace without them able to respond to her, giving commentary while watching their live stream.
So more of the same.
Yeah.
More of the unaccountable subterfuge that is not real.
Like, if all it takes for her to get on a plane, okay, I understand if there's serious scheduling conflicts like family or something, but if it's just I can't miss my daily podcast, like, come on, get on a plane. Your whole life has been this for months, and your one chance to put Turning Point on the spot, and you're going to provide commentary to their commentary. That's just so lame.
Did you see Tim Cast come out?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he basically said that she hates Charlie Kirk. She hates Turning Point. She hates Erica. She hates everything. And that this is just a massive plot to take them down. Y'all.
At this point,
the drama.
I believe it.
But y'all said it yesterday. And the more I thought about it, we are wasting so much energy on this. And after I watched her response and then she started talking about the Egyptian planes again, I was like,
Lord.
girl,
no,
you lost it.
You gone.
When we come back, we will get to our montage. Lots of news. We've got Steve Marshall in 3 o'clock hour. So stick around. We got lots to do.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm JP alongside Allison and Amy Beth, and we're about to get into our JP's Monster Miraculous Miracle Montage, which means that it's time to tell you about attorney Stan McDonald, who is a partner at the law firm of Wilmer and Lee out of Huntsville. He's a 30-year veteran in the practice of law, and not only will Stan advocate and fight for your legal needs and rights, but he has been an absolute warrior for causes near and dear to our Rightside ruffian community. Attorney Stan McDonald has represented his clients in literally thousands of real estate transactions over the years. And when Stan McDonald is on your side, you have no greater friend. And likewise, you have your adversary will have no greater foe. Attorney Stan McDonald, here's his phone number, 256-533-0202. That's Stan McDonald, 256-533-0202. Tell him you heard about it on Rightside Radio. And no representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
For news.
Sean, I don't know what the hell this prior leadership team was doing outside of, targeting political opponents, weaponizing the FBI, destroying its reputation, embarrassing agents that are doing really good work out there, catching terrorists, CCP spies, and everyone else. It's almost like they were intentionally trying to decimate faith in institutions. It's horrifying.
This case involved millions of pieces of data. And it is a huge win because it was like finding a needle in a haystack.
Let's go after the drug lords where they live with an international strike force. Every president for the past 2 decades, Democrat and Republican alike, has declared war on drugs. And each of them has lost that war and lost it miserably. They lost because they always did too little and they did it too late.
A firm owned by Venezuela could be allowed to take over one of this country's top voting machine firms. Venezuela, of course, led by Hugo Chavez, working to change the views of most South American countries, move to the left. Critics of the deal say our nation's very democracy is now for sale.
It's the white women who welcome in the drag queen story hour. Because there's no gay people like banging down the door.
That's right.
There's no gay people
so
like,
true.
Excuse me, can I come read your kids? Do you mind? Can I come read stories to your kids? Like, no, they're not. But there are demons out there who will come do it if you invite them. Because what do you have to do with demons? Open a portal, open a doorway, So
yes, I do.
These women open the doorway.
With the birth of Jesus, human history turned from night to day. His word and his example call us to love one another, to serve one another, and to honor the sacred truth that every child is specially made in the image of God.
Wow. Okay. That's a banger.
Trump is back.
He is so back.
I hope he stays.
I do too. Because we don't want to have another week like our first week where we had to say it was not a great week for Trump.
No, that was a bad week. He had a bad couple of weeks. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what changed. I don't know, again, if he's just over it. But this is the Trump. It's a roller coaster with him.
It is.
And I think we have to remember he really has always been this person. I say this all the time. He's a populist. He's going to do what the populist movement, what's best for the population. And for a while, and even now, our plans and conservatism aligns with his. There are going to be times where we kind of separate and we're like, huh. Mm-hmm. But I think we have to continue to encourage him to keep going down this path and give him credit where it's due. We also have to call him out because you can't be this America First MAGA warrior. And I would say, I don't get the Lindsey Graham thing. I don't get so many things that he's done. But man, of the past week, it's like the old Trump is back.
It's been such a good week. Such a good week.
And to hear him talk about Jesus.
Yeah. So whether you think that's genuine or not, I think it's very significant that the sitting president of the United States is willing to proclaim Jesus once again after the last president was having transgender shirtless parties in front of the White House and, was anti-Christian in every way. So like I said, whether you think Trump is a genuine Christian or not, the way he talks about Christianity, he still talks like he thinks he has to earn his salvation. So I don't know if he's necessarily fully aware of what Christianity actually is, but regardless, him professing it gives so much air cover to people like us, actual Christians in America. So it's huge regardless.
Well, and the special that's airing on ABC next week about the birth of Christ and the first Christmas would never have been made under anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also quite refreshing, because when we were children, that was on all the time. Like, that was just normal. We didn't think, oh, we're having a winter holiday and we're not celebrating anything at all. And we're going to debate when Christmas was and have all these silly things that, no, we get to actually celebrate the birth of Christ, the most important day for believers. And now we're going to be able to see it on network television, which is shocking. So you're right. He does not understand that he is fully and freely forgiven when he repents, period. You don't have to earn it, but you will live it out because your life will show it.
Mm-hmm. Was it a couple of days ago? He said, "We're saying Merry Christmas again. It's back.
Yeah.
No more Happy Holidays. It's
Can
Merry
you
Christmas."
put that sound on the board?
What? Merry
We're
Christmas?
saying Merry
We're
Christmas.
saying Merry Christmas.
It's going to be awesome. Okay, speaking of, starting off with one of his wins for the week, the pipe bomb. What do you guys think about it today after we've had a chance to digest that information? Is Bongino right?
Did y'all see that Jake Tapper?
You're getting into the clown world montage here.
Okay, I won't do it. I won't do it.
Oh.
What did you say? You said he's dark white.
Yeah, she sent me that yesterday to put in the montage, and she goes, "This guy's black, LOL." And I replied with, "Looks dark white to me. Looks really tan."
Cappuccino.
Okay, you'll have to stick around to hear what that's about. But I think this is an actual. I think the Biden administration, the Biden DOJ, the Democrats were covering this up. I don't know if he was working for them, but I do know either way, once they figured out who carried this out, they squashed it, they sat on it, and it would ruin their narrative. And so we've all just been in the dark. No pun intended. For 4 or 5 years. It's so wrong. And you know what? Nothing will happen.
No. Do we all want Chris Wray to go to jail? Yes. Yes, we do. I mean, do we want this little guy who has lived within 20 minutes of DC for 5 years to go to jail? Yes. Yes, we do. Do we want the corruption? I mean, because it is straight up corruption. Let's not like sugarcoat this, please, for the love, on the talk shows this weekend. No soft pedaling this. Do we want something to happen? Yes, please. Which is why we're here.
Yeah.
Do something. Please don't just let this be another thing, because this is a Trump win for sure. But for the love of all that's good and holy, do something.
Did you hear? It made me think of you yesterday when I said, "What was your takeaway from listening to that clip?" And your takeaway was, maybe I need to be a little more patient and a little more forgiving.
I said that.
But it's true.
What I said.
Well, it's true, because Dan Bongino said the very first day he got into office, that is exactly what he went and did. He went and said, "I want everything you have on the pipe bomb. I want to see, we're going to figure this out." He didn't come out and tell us that. And I mean, Bongino's taken some hits.
Yeah, he has.
Some major hits. But it took them 8 or 9 months and they landed on it. So, Abs, once again, you were right. I mean, it's a good reminder when we want to get, kind of down on Blondie and Pam Bondi, who, by the way, she's like 60.
She's super hot.
I thought she's like 70.
She's 60, like 3.
I don't think she's 70, but either way.
Okay, she's 60.
She looks amazing.
I know. Like, whoever you see, pass it along.
You know who's good friends with her is Steve Marshall.
Oh, we
should have him ask her about her skincare routine.
Please. Also, her outfits are spectacular.
Anyway.
Anywho.
But I'm very hard on Pam Bondi sometimes, because I'm like, the way she talks bothers me sometimes, and I'm very judgmental. But maybe she's doing all the things that we think she's not. No?
Nah.
JP.
So I actually, even when Bongino was taking the hits, particularly during the Epstein stuff, I was never an anti-Bongino guy. I think Bongino is a genuine guy of integrity, and I think he's genuinely doing the best he can. I mean, I listen to him every day on the radio, and he just seems like a genuine guy that's genuinely trying his best. However, Bondi, who is technically his boss and Cash's boss, I don't think she's handling the DOJ as effective as it could be. I'll just say it that way. But I don't know. I think when it comes to the pipe bomb, there's been some people who think that Bongino was like dog whistling, that this guy was a inside FBI guy that did this. I don't know. I don't think.
JP, why is that out of the realm of possibility?
Oh, it's not out of the realm.
Okay, I thought you were.
No,
Okay.
I just don't. I personally don't think that's true. I think it was just they were bad at their job. I think it was just incompetence, because Bongino said in the part of the interview you were talking about, he came in and there was like over thousands and thousands of leads and over thousands and thousands of interviews done. He said in his own words, they did a lot of the groundwork, but they could not connect the dots and actually take it to the next step to find the guy. So I don't know. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities, but personally, I think it was just incompetence.
You know that they found out he was dark white and they stopped.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, Allison, I wrote that down.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
If Ab said it, I'm right.
Look at this. They are obsessed with this, after all. This DEI,
Yep.
blackness, intersectionality, gayness, trans, whatever. That is their obsession. So no, as soon as they found out he was black, as soon as they found out that he had participated in BLM, his mom is some kind of black supremacist. I didn't know that was a thing. They found out that he was a Democrat.
Wait, where did you? I didn't know that.
I looked on the interwebs. So they have little bits and pieces about this guy, and the Dems were like, absolutely not. He is untouchable.
Because
they
it
just
ruins their
sat on
narrative.
It does ruin the narrative.
Wasn't his dad in some organization with illegal immigrants too?
That's right. He sued. Didn't he sue Trump for immigration?
I didn't look too much into it. I just kind of saw the headline.
It's just, guys, if you want us to take you seriously, then you can't have this narrative. Black people do no wrong. We're all sinners. We have all fallen. But for the love, can you stop with this? This is a horrible situation. And did the pipe bomb that he placed at the DNC, was that even going to go off? Was the one placed at the Republican the one that was set to go off? Like, I want to know those kind of details. Was that just subterfuge for the Dems, but really we wanted the Republican to go off? If he had been involved in BLM, if his parents had sued Trump for illegal immigration, like, there are so many more questions. But really, it's how did somebody live 20 minutes from the site?
Yeah.
You know why?
Literally right under the nose.
Because he knew they would never come for him. They chose the perfect guy, if indeed he was chosen. Or he just knew they're never coming for me.
I do think the dark white part is significant, and
the dark meat at Thanksgiving.
which I don't do dark meat.
Ugh, no.
I don't either. There you are.
Everything Allison doesn't like is.
Do you eat anything at all?
Oh yeah, I eat pretty much. Well, it doesn't seem like it, but I don't miss a meal. I'll eat
We
anything.
need to discuss like what's acceptable.
But I do think, say he had been white, whatever, not. But I think in the end, you start looking into his family, who he was, and black, white, whatever, doesn't matter. It still was not going to work for them to out someone that actually wasn't a crazy Trumper, that wasn't,
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so, but I do think the dark white part plays into it. And well, I mean,
just wait, you guys.
that's what JP
Wait
said.
for Clown World. Wait.
Anyway, okay, so we got to wait for Clown World, but I'm glad it's out. I don't know if anything happens, but I will say Bongino and Cash seem very fired up about this, because probably gets a lot of people off their backs.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe they will keep going.
I
We'll
hope
see.
so. I really hope so.
Okay. Gosh, it's that time. We got to take a break. When we come back, what else? Oh, the military strikes, Biden.
It's interesting.
Look at that.
That was precious.
Yep. And then I think we have some Alabama news coming up as well, so you don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP having a Friday. We talked about the pipe bomber. You guys, do you want to, should we talk about the precious clip from Joe Biden from 1989? My precious. Because that was darling, I thought, that George Bush didn't do two, right? Or no, that was one. That
It's
George,
been there so long. I don't know. I think it was
good heavens.
So I think
Lincoln.
that clip, I think I saw a note that said that was from 1989.
Yes, it was. I went in because I wanted to know, because I, believe it or not, JP, I was alive and I wasn't paying attention. And well, I was, but I watched that clip and I thought, wow, this is just like Schumer and Pelosi and Obama changing their mind on things they used to really believe in, like against gay marriage, for example, with Obama, or Schumer on immigration, or Pelosi, who knows what she used to believe in. Whatever they told her to believe in, she believed in. And then you have Biden talking about going after narco terrorists, and Bush didn't do enough. And I just thought, well, that's precious.
It just shows how much the Democrat Party has gone to the radical liberal side.
But what did he say? He used some verbiage in there that made me go, holy cow. He's talking about doing exactly what Trump is doing. He said like military strikes or targeted strikes.
He said we need to do targeted strikes against the cartels. And he said that every U.S. president has gone on the offensive against the drugs, but they've never gone far enough. And it's always been too late, pretty much saying, you can't just go after the drugs. You go from the source with the cartels, which, like you said, is exactly what Trump is doing. But now the liberals are claiming they're war crimes and you can't go to war. We haven't declared war on the cartels. It's like, you're literally the last Democratic president was saying to do exactly what Trump is currently doing. So,
yeah, it is amazing how it becomes inconvenient to follow through with their 25, 35 year ago selves.
Yeah.
And then, we're doing it. And then, they called them shipwrecked sailors on the news this week. Did you see that clip?
What? Is this like dark white?
It's this dark white. Yeah.
Wait.
Dark white.
They
called the two who had been blown out of their boat shipwrecked sailors.
Which is they're not stopping, by the way. Today they did their 22nd one. They blew up another ship today. So they're not stopping.
So which brings me to this, because this is what I wanted to know, my friends. This is what I wanted to know. Could they explain their acceptance of things like this? In 2022, there were around 111,000 drug overdose deaths. And they know that we're dealing with products like fentanyl, and we know that they're primarily smuggled. And this is from the AIs. This isn't some conservative outlet. I just typed in boop, 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 drugs, immigration, border. 111,000 people. So people are dying at a rate at September 2024. You guys, there's a 24% decline in deaths, with approximately only 76,500 people dying, but that's a rate of 210 deaths a day. And I need them to explain to me why these shipwrecked sailors matter. But the people who were involved in bringing the drugs across the border and killing Americans don't matter.
That's a great question.
I would think they would say that the people that are taking their product and using their product are doing so by their own free will. They're just providing a product. And if there was no market for it, they wouldn't need to be shipping their wrecking their ships.
Or maybe these Democrat congressmen and women are missing their drugs. I don't know. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Oh.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Wink. That's my plausible deniability.
We've got some texts. We've got some more news to cover. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP having a Friday talking about Biden, narco-terrorist, and shipwrecked sailors.
And wrecks of ships. I think we have some text that I don't even know if they're on topic, but JP, you were giggling and you said,
Oh, we got some
We
good
had
ones.
some.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
By the way, 833-687-4448. That is the text line number. If y'all want to text in and let us know your thoughts on whatever we're talking about. Steve from Huntsville. We were talking about putting stuff in fridges earlier. He said, my wife and I have a rule that if either one of us has any doubt about a food item, we throw it out.
I like that. It's
what I do.
collaborative.
And then Moon Pie from Madison on the same topic said, I ignore expiration dates, and the length of time something has been in the fridge or sitting out is irrelevant. If it smells okay, nothing's growing on it that can be easily removed, then it's edible.
Did my husband send that text in?
If your husband's Moon Pie from Madison, then maybe.
He's not.
So
That sounds like him.
Moon Pie would, okay, do y'all do this? Slices of cheese, half of it's moldy. Do you just take the moldy half off?
How do you take the moldy half off?
Cheese is mold.
Yeah, but if it's like a thin slice of cheese, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying like, you know, the moldy half is the half that's closest to the little zipper
Mm-hmm.
because the air comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could just fold it in half and use the, but see, I don't because I'm like, you know, those mold spores travel and you might not be able to see them yet because they haven't grown, but they're still on the other
I
side.
just cut it off.
I don't trust
My
it.
mom always cut it off and we just shredded the rest of it or sliced it or whatever.
We got Jeff from Indiana who said, first, he says, salmonella doesn't bother me. I've got a cast iron stomach. Anybody who can live after eating hot pickled eggs and truck stop fish can survive anything.
Oh,
That's Jeff's things, by the way. Pickled eggs and
Hot
truck, hot pickled eggs and then truck stop fish. He loves to get fish at truck stops.
I'm sorry.
that's a disaster.
Define the fish. Is it fried?
Yeah, fried.
Is it
Okay.
like, okay.
Maybe we can do fried.
I like fish, so I'm interested, but I don't know that I'm that brave. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
that's
I
pretty
want to know
brave.
what Jeff, what's your favorite truck stop BTW?
So Jeff gets those eggs that are in the red gel looking stuff on the counter.
Yeah, I
like
guess so.
sticks his fingers down there and grabs an egg.
Yeah,
Maybe
I guess so.
They're
maybe
right
he
by those
uses the
pickles.
scoop. Maybe he
Surely there's like some tongs.
yeah.
Surely. Well, you never know. He also said Candace Owens at one point had great potential and then she went crazy. So it doesn't really matter what she says. I don't listen to her anymore.
That's what we were just talking about. Like we were good. And then she just tanked. But what's sad is I do think that there's some truth in what she's saying, but it gets jumbled up
I know.
in the crazy. And you're like, I don't even know how to tease this apart.
It's a mess. Jeremy from Madison, by the way, said dark white, LOL, rolling on the floor laughing.
That's good.
And then Cameron from Decatur, who was the Santa Claus from yesterday, if y'all remember.
Was that actually him?
Yeah. He just sent in this text. He said, can you give a shout out to my honey, Sherry, a.k.a. Mrs. Claus, on our 39th
Aw.
anniversary today?
Happy anniversary, y'all.
Wait, is there a picture of them together?
No, there's not.
Oh,
Okay.
But Mrs. Claus,
Happy anniversary to
Means
Mr. and
that's
Mrs. Claus.
we need a picture of that.
Send us one.
Jeff from Huntsville, molded cheese - free penicillin.
Exactly.
Okay. Gosh, you can tell you're married to a doctor. My best friend's dad was a doctor, and he was like, she could have like 105-degree fever, and he'd be like, "You're fine. You don't need any medicine.
You know,
It's on the floor for 2 days. Just eat it."
I'm just, yeah. We had to really be dying to stay home from school.
Oh yeah, your dad was a doctor.
Well, but I just was, when you were saying that, I just remembered that may or may not have held the thermometer up to the light bulb when my mom walked out of the room because I really didn't want to go to school. And it may or may not have been over a project. And I just held that sucker up there. And she would touch my forehead. She was like, "You don't feel 102 pounds."
That was a fair
135? We're going to the hospital.
But it is true. You have to really, really be sick. It has to be broken off, like hanging down,
Yeah.
or blood pouring out of something before anything is taken seriously. I know that my grandchildren are watching. Hey, Rosie, Emmy could probably text me and say that this is true.
Yeah, I think they're like, I've seen worse. You're fine.
Basically.
By the way, we got one more text. It's a sentimental one, so it's good. Well, first off, he says, JP may have been onto something about these politicians needing drugs. But then he says, just want to let you ladies know that I'm glad to see the show continuing to get better. I was worried at first when y'all first took over, but keep up the good work. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you.
See,
We were worried too. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, not gonna lie, it
It's
was
just a lot.
It was a lot. It was a big change. It was a big change. So yes, we will get better.
We hope you appreciate the structure. And if you have ideas
The
for other
structure.
segments that you'd like for us to do, anything funny, anything serious, anything we should cover, tell us. We're a big, happy family and we're all in this together. So we're riffing off of things that we find hilarious or intriguing or disturbing. So let us know, because like my sister-in-law came up with the genius idea of reminding me about the fleecing of America. And that's why we're going to do the preview of the Festivus report, and probably next week when it's released, do the new one.
Well,
So
Rand Paul said that it comes out on the 23rd this year,
why so late,
I know.
Rand?
2 days before Christmas.
He's got lots to do.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to do Festivus after Christmas then.
Well, actually, I think technically the 23rd may be our last show before Christmas this year, so we can do it on that day.
So Christmas Eve?
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Has anybody seen anything online about Tim Burchett's 15-minute Christmas party this year?
I have not seen a thing.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Should we host a 15-minute Christmas party?
Who would come?
Us? We could do ours on the air.
Wait, so is the idea of that people will literally just come and go?
Oh, well, I mean, every year he hosts a 15-minute Christmas party because they're all so busy. And he opens his office and not Trey Gowdy. Somebody comes and plays like the ukulele, another congressman. And then he has platters of Cheese Whiz and crackers and peanut butter and jellies that he passes around. And literally it's 15 minutes. Everybody comes in, gives high fives and hugs, and then that's it. But that's all they have time for.
That's my kind of Christmas party.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can
Yes
find
or
it.
no? Cheese Whiz is delicious.
Yes.
Allison?
It is, but it's so bad for you. It's so bad. But Jared, you
Is
you
it
don't
basically
remember.
Velveeta in a can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
A
essentially.
compressed air.
Yeah.
But you don't remember this. Back in the day, you could get in a station wagon and build like a whole fort in the back of it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Jared and his brother would basically build a pallet, blankets, whatever. And his mom would give them each a can of cheese.
Oh, gosh.
Whiz just for
Let
the
him
trip.
go. Yes.
Yes. To keep him occupied.
Oh, boy. Those were the days.
I'm not a Cheese Whiz guy, but it's good objectively. Whether it's good for you or not, it tastes good.
Is it Cheese Whiz or is it squeezy cheese?
No, it's Cheese Whiz where you're,
Yeah,
just like that.
It is kind of.
It is. Like,
Though.
I haven't had any in a while.
You got to have a cracker with it.
Ugh. There's I'm seeing like jars of Cheese Whiz. No.
Yeah. Okay. I think Cheese Whiz is the jar, like the queso kind of jar that, like,
Yeah, you're right. Easy Cheese is the can.
easy cheese.
Would you eat it on like a fisherman's cracker? Or like, what cracker would you put it on?
Yeah, I think like a club cracker.
The club crackers are the best.
Yeah.
Do you like those? Are those good?
They're good. Yeah.
Ritz cracker.
I have some now. Ritz crackers, chef's kiss to those. I know they're probably like so many chemicals that are preserving our body even now,
Yes.
but I'm here for it.
pretty sure Ritz crackers are going to kill us all.
But man, they're good.
But not the penicillin on the cheese.
Just cut that off.
That'll keep us alive.
Yeah, I did have that conversation as a child with my parents. And my mom was like, that's just like cheese is mold. I was like, ugh.
But if you eat squeezy cheese, easy cheese, you don't have to worry about it.
No.
It never goes bad.
Ever.
Anywho,
Sorry.
we are way off
so
track. I don't even know what we were talking about.
Well, it's a perfect time for a break, and we can come back and get back on
But what were we talking about?
Venezuela, narco terrorists, Biden being
Voting systems.
yeah.
I did want to tell y'all about did y'all see Obama talking about illegal immigrants?
Oh yeah, I've
The
seen-
old
yeah.
one?
The old one.
Yeah, it's also precious.
Okay, maybe we'll talk about that. And then Steve Marshall, 3:30. We got so much going on. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. And you were talking about Obama, right?
Yeah, this kind of goes along with what Biden was saying about how we got to take out the narco terrorists strategically with military strikes. And now the Democrats are, oh, you're sedition and illegal, blah. There's the clip from Obama. I can't remember. Was it 2008? I can't remember when it was. But he's basically saying, you can't just let anybody in the country. We have to properly vet, the people coming in and make sure that they're contributing to society. And it just, those things back to back, like in the same day. I'm like, what happened? What happened to the Democrat Party? And this is where I think it's taken us all a long time I used to think Republicans, Democrats, we all wanted the same thing. We just kind of had different ways of getting there.
Yeah.
We all wanted what was best for America. We're not even on the same playing field in the same world anymore. And I just thought that was ironic that they have fallen so far. And I don't know how they recover. But anyway, then you found something about.
Yes, we had a friend point us to something that the Obamas are engaged with today. And it's the reason why truth matters. And the idea that they might control this size of an operation is terrifying, because you have people who believed one way and now they believe differently. And now they believe in the way of propaganda, right? Now they believe in things that are just not even true. But here's what they're up to, which is terrifying. And I didn't realize it when I first heard about this Netflix situation.
Yeah, I don't.
But Netflix is trying to acquire Warner Brothers and HBO in an $82 billion deal.
Okay.
This means Barack and Michelle Obama and the Democrat super donors that run Netflix will now own a monopoly on children's entertainment. The Obamas already have a 9-figure Netflix production deal. And they've already released 17 propaganda titles focused on children, fatherhood, BLM, and trans ideology. Susan Rice, remember her?
Mm-hmm.
She's on Netflix's board. So with that deal, they'll now control Batman, Superman, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, and many other children's classics. So if it closes, the most powerful propaganda machine in history, this is what's so terrifying, will be owned by the same people who weaponize the IRS, the FBI, hello, pipe bomb, and the DOJ against American citizens. So they're suggesting, Benny Johnson put out in his text, that antitrust laws exist for this moment. But then the call to action is just cancel your Netflix if you haven't already. Isn't that so surprising? But doesn't that bring the reason why we're on the air is that truth matters, and how terrifying that would be, that people who care nothing for truth will be in charge of so much that we thought could never be touched.
Yeah, but I mean, I go back to when we did the 45 goals of communism, and this is all in it, and we should not be surprised at all. And again, half of America will open the doors wide and gladly usher this in, which is just bizarre. I mean, we've always protected children historically in so many ways, and it seems like everything the left does these days is to attack and influence and really brainwash our kids. And I can't, but even adults, like I think even if you control all that programming, you can put anything out there and normalize just about anything.
Yeah, you really can.
Well, the Obamas have already gotten into the movie game. Their Civil War movie they made.
Did you watch that? I never watched that.
I never watched it. Leave the World Behind. I saw.
Oh, Chris did.
I saw a bunch of clips about it, but it literally was a civil war in America, and it was made by Obama's production company. So I don't think that's a coincidence. Like, they're trying to push the country towards something.
Just rewrite.
Yeah.
Because they know we don't know. You know how they know we don't know? because they know what's going on in schools. They know that kids don't know jack squat when they come out. They know they don't know history. They know they've only been focused on trans ideology, gay agenda, hating on their own families, DEI, you just name it, rattle it off. That's what they've done. That is their legacy. And now they're going to put their stamp and get inside everybody's home that owns Netflix or on their phone. So they're basically with them wherever. So when you combine low information people with this type of situation, things do not look great. This is not promising.
Okay, but why don't we do the same thing?
That's why I was gonna. Yeah, who's the rich person on the right that's gonna start their own,
I mean,
company or service?
we can't always go to Elon Musk, but I
Yeah.
mean, he's got the money and he has, has waged war on the woke mind virus. So why don't we start? George Soros is buying all the radio stations. Who's going to come in? It's like we're always just a little bit behind. And I think it is, especially as believers, it's hard to think about giving your money to a radio station or a production company. We want to give to missions and, saving the children, churches, which is all good. But right now, I can't think of anything more influential. You watch as the churches have collapsed around us than culture and media. And to be able to capture that would be huge. So I don't know why we don't play the same game.
Part of the reason I think is we forget all of the wealthy men and women that were in the Bible. But for the last 25, 30 years in this culture, the David Platts of this world told us to just give everything away. And the American dream was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And you shouldn't want the things that you want. But that has to do with not all of it, but a little bit of it. Because in church culture, it is not a good thing to do well, apparently, for some groups. I'm not saying all, but think about it.
I haven't thought about that.
We emphasize being poor, but here we are, not always, not every single denomination, some of them. But I do remember sitting through a lot of sermons about that. We're not in that place anymore, but we do want to give away. Absolutely. But what if we did say we want to do well so that we can support and own
Well, isn't that
and
biblical?
drive? It is.
Yeah.
But it goes into that 30-year period, I think, in the church where we did some things really well and we did some things really poorly.
Yeah.
Starting with telling us that having an American dream at all was wrong.
Yeah. Radical really did a number on, especially the Birmingham Southeast. That I don't know. I think we're recovering. When we come back, we're going to pivot.
Pivot.
Hit it.
I can't. It's in the same channel as the bumper
shoot.
music.
I was waiting. But we'll have Attorney General Steve Marshall on the other side. And stick around. You don't want to miss it.
So I want to remind you, Inspire Advisors is one of our sponsors, and they are doing amazing work. Look, I know this audience. You're the kind of folks who believe in standing up for your principles. You're good stewards of what you have for resources. What if the companies you are investing in, though, don't reflect your values at all? Well, that's why you need to meet Paul Breyer and his team at Inspire Advisors. Inspire Advisors, experts in the field of biblically responsible investing. Look, they can help you grow your bottom line while also being proud of what companies you invest in. Inspire Advisors, you got to check them out. Here's their website, www.moneypatternwealth.com. That's Inspire Advisors, www.moneypatternwealth.com, and tell them you heard about it on Rightside Radio.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair. And while we are working out some technical issues, which of course on a fun Friday, of course that's going to happen. But
Jeff from Indiana can get on anytime,
never fear.
but not the general.
JP is here and he's going to fix it
Yeah, we're gonna.
because he's a genius and we trust him. But so to basically finish that conversation, you're right. And I love that you brought that up. Why don't more believers say, I'll step up, like the person who owns the Chiefs? What's the name of that family? They are amazing.
Yeah.
But how,
I know who you're talking about.
it's not awesome that we have people in Alabama that are incredible that could also, and they have, and very other charitable organizations and to other ends have really been generous with their support of conservative causes. But you're exactly right. Why don't more of us do that?
Hey, we got the Attorney General on the live stream.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we do. He's on right now. Mr. Attorney General, can you hear us?
I can hear you well. Good to be with you.
Let me unmute it.
There you go.
Hey, we're here now.
Okay, we're here
Hey.
now. Yes, we're here.
Technology.
General Marshall, thank you for joining us today.
Good to be with you. General, it's that's the official title, but Steve is better. But no, great to be with y'all. And a dreary but good Friday, right?
Yes, it's Friday. We made it.
We did. So we're excited. And thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining us. And I know we don't have a ton of time, so we decided if it's good, we want to hit several subjects, kind of lightning round with the Attorney General. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, first up, the Supreme Court decision on the Texas redistricting. Huge decision that came out yesterday. Alabama is still in the whole mess of redistricting. So, but I think a lot of people don't really know why they should care or where we stand on that. Can you tell us why the people of Alabama, why this matters, and what you think this legislature should do from here?
Yeah, I don't think there's any burden on the legislature right now as much as we're waiting for the Supreme Court to act. I think it's a good decision yesterday from Texas. Look, conservatives ought to be excited about it, whether we live in Alabama or Texas or California, because it's going to increase Republican representation in Congress. But the good thing is that while not dispositive of the Alabama case that's pending, it is moving in the right direction. I know y'all have talked about what's going on with the Louisiana case. I think that one has the opportunity to have a great deal of influence on our case. But look, we've continued to fight this fight. We've been strong in being able to say that we need to be able to protect the authority of the legislature to create our districts. And I think we're ultimately going to prevail.
That's great. So, second question, lightning round. Healthcare. I see that on your website, and you've talked a lot about transparency and lower drug prices. For the average citizen, what does that look like when you're in DC? How can you affect that kind of change?
Yeah, I think you look at right now the argument around Obamacare. Look, we've been trying through two different types of litigation over the years as AG to get rid of Obamacare. Not been successful there yet, but the dangers that we warned about have come into play with the argument that we saw cause the shutdown. And of course, the Democrats didn't get anything from that. But I think there are conservative options moving forward, not just sort of extending the COVID era subsidies, but we have the opportunity to truly remake opportunities and competition so that we can not only lower prices, but stop allowing taxpayer money to fund the profits of corporations. And so I think there's some good proposals being operated around creating taxpayer accounts so that consumers can make the choice on what to do with their money. We see that the increased competition by allowing states to be able to opt out of various parts of Obamacare, and let's create transparency across interstate lines and allow for there to be true competition. So I think this is an opportunity for conservatives to lead, and this is one where we need to make sure that we provide answers.
Well, that sounds good.
The fraud keeps growing up in Minnesota. I saw today it's up to $8 billion for a lot of these immigrants that have come over. We all support, weeding out the bad immigrants and that aren't here to actually produce and contribute to society. There's a balance, though, when you have ICE going in, and especially for small businesses in Alabama. How would you vote, or what would be your plan to, we've got to get the bad actors out and also be sensitive to small businesses in Alabama that have people that have worked there for 20 years. How would you handle that?
Yeah, I think we've got to get to that baseline first. Like I was just on a call with ICE yesterday about expansive opportunities around 287G for us in our state, and including potentially participating in a pilot program with our federal partners. But I mean, we've got to go back to eliminate the problem that Joe Biden created, both through the parole program, where we had hundreds of thousands of people fly into this country for reasons that are completely inconsistent with the law. And we need to be able to make sure that we're removing those that are coming here illegally and committing criminal acts. And there's still work to be done there. I think once we've done that, then we have the opportunity to be able to evaluate where we are. But right now, we got to make sure that we're doing the enforcement arm well.
A little bit piggybacking off that idea, the narco terrorist military like strikes that are going on. What do you think about the Democrats crying over what Trump is doing? Is what he's doing legal?
Yeah, we've supported that. In fact, been on multiple briefs consistent with the president's authority there. But apparently Democrats aren't looking at who's dying across the country. And that's fentanyl overdoses for young people that remain a significant problem in our country. I'm proud of what we're attempting to do to try to keep this poison from American borders. And being aggressive in that action is one way to be able to make that happen and support the efforts of the president and the Department of War.
So we have a great Huntsville audience, and they're very interested in Space Camp. They're very interested in what's going on with the lawsuit from Colorado to Alabama. Can you tell us a little bit more, not just about Space Camp, but about Space Force and what's going on there?
Yeah, two different issues there, Amy Beth. First, Space Command, we're going to win. You know, I have my Democratic colleague from Colorado suing to undo President Trump's decision now for the second time to make sure that Huntsville's the home for Space Command. I think we're truly going to win that, not only because the facts are on our side. We've seen that multiple independent evaluations have shown that Huntsville is the location for this to take place, but it was a brazen political move by Joe Biden to move it to Colorado to begin with. And I think courts are going to see through that. So we're going to end that, number one. And then second, you know, we're standing with a group of parents in Colorado who say we oppose, based on our faith, you requiring us to allow a boy to sleep in the room with a girl because somehow or another they may claim to have a different gender identity. They have a policy relating to sports, relating to field trips. And we have a group of parents in Colorado trying to do the right thing by their kids, and they've had their case dismissed. And so Alabama has led the charge for other states to stand with those parents in the 10th Circuit. And they have a right to have their day in court. And I think they will ultimately be vindicated, just as we've supported, you know, Jack Baker in Colorado, or Jack Phillips in Colorado, the cake baker, or Coach Kennedy, who wanted to be able to pray in the middle of a football field. Those that want to exercise strongly held religious beliefs ought to be able to do that and not be subject to government influence.
Wow. We've covered so much, but I have a few more questions.
This is that rapid fire. Come on.
This is so good, though, because
Yeah.
I think if you're listening, like, you want to know where you stand if you're going to go represent us in DC. So this is really good. How do you feel about Anna Paulina Luna's bill to halt insider trading in Congress?
Sign me up. I mean, we shouldn't have congressional members trading on information that the public doesn't already have. And in fact, I think we ought to hold them to an even higher standard. And so I support the effort to either ban the trading or to be able to put it in blind trust so that the member themselves don't have the ability to influence where the trading's going on. So I fully support the effort to be able to do it.
You think there's any chance it passes, considering the people that have to pass it are the ones that are making 16,000% returns?
I would sure hope so. I mean, look, Nancy Pelosi's not going to vote for it, right? But if I'm given the opportunity to be able to cast that vote, I know mine's going to be in favor of doing it.
What about term limits?
Support it, signed on to the pledge that if we can get that bill up in Congress, it's one that I'll also vote for.
A little bit of a personal question. Why in
Roll Tide. Is that what you're going to ask me?
You read my mind, but I don't even know what you were going to ask.
I was going to say War Eagle. But anyway, no. I was going to say, I mean, you've spent years in Montgomery. Why in the world do you want to go to DC?
Yeah, I mean, good question, because I thought I was done politically. You know, when we talk about term limits. I'm term limited, although uniquely I'm going to get to serve longer than a normal AG would, because it'd be almost 10 years. But I didn't want to run for governor, made that decision over a year ago. And so we were prepared, Tammy and I, to figure out what's next in life. And then Coach Tuberville decided to come back. And what's interesting to me is that many of the issues that we fought for on the AG side, and I think about the battles relating to gender affirming care and the fight for girls' sports and to protect girls' locker rooms, the work that we've done to push back against the federal government and keep them out of the state's business, particularly in light of the 10th Amendment. I mean, those are battles I can still fight, but just do it from a different venue and arena. And what I think Alabama is seeing is that I'm somebody that's not only willing to take on those tough battles, but we've delivered results. And that's why the challenge of going to DC is enticing to me. Is Alabama's taught me how to fight, and they've taught me able to defend conservative positions, and want to be able to go to DC and do that in this new way, in a new form, but also do it as effectively.
So how have your kids handled this campaign?
They've been good. So, my daughter's been stuck being the DA's kid and then the AG's kid, and the boys have likewise, been a part of that. But look, campaigns are family events. And, the good thing is that whether Attorney General, District Attorney, or just dad, they're going to love me and they're going to support me. And so the good thing for us as a family is that we don't define our identity as a result of any kind of political position that we hold. We define it based on our faith. And so the result of the campaign doesn't impact who we are and how we feel about each other and what we value as the most important things in our lives. But it's been a good opportunity for us to be able to get together, and they've been absolutely warriors with me in this fight, and I'm grateful for their love and support.
General Marshall, thank you so much for joining us. If people want to learn more about you and your campaign or what you're doing in office, where can they find you?
Yeah, SteveMarshallForSenate.com is our website. We're out there on X and on Facebook as well. Plenty going on. I'm going to be in Coleman tomorrow morning. Look forward to sharing there, but excited about the campaign and what we're able to do. And by the way, in case I'm not with y'all, Merry Christmas, and hope it's a wonderful holiday for you and your families. And I wear a shirt size and medium and a 10 in my shoes. So if you want to send gifts, send them this way. Under $25 though.
We've got some Rightside t-shirts that we will send you for sure.
There we go.
We've got you covered.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Little known fact about Steve Marshall, and I wanted to ask him about it because really what he should have done, he went to UNC Chapel Hill and played golf there. And I think he was really close to going pro. And I'm like, he really should have just done that instead of getting into this
I didn't
stuff.
write that down, but I think that next time we should talk about that.
Yeah. Anyway, we got to take a break. We will be back with maybe Clown World. I don't know what we're doing. We'll figure it out.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. We just wrapped our interview with Attorney General Steve Marshall.
We're falling apart over
It's
here.
okay. It's Friday.
My wheel got the whole. Okay, I'm gonna just act like I'm being normal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it is because yesterday you were Bob the Builder in here. So wrapped our interview with Attorney General Steve Marshall. But before we head into the last hour of the day, before we head into sports, before we talk about the clown montage and wrapping up the show, we want to hit a few texts while we can. JP?
833-687-4448 is the text line number. Y'all want to text in, let us know your thoughts. Julie Ruff from Marshall County earlier said we call it sleazy cheese.
Sleazy cheese.
Squeezy and easy.
That's funny.
I like that.
I like that. Okay.
Michael from Taft, Tennessee says that when the Obamas got the Netflix contract, he canceled his Netflix.
Okay, so he's way ahead of everybody
I
else.
didn't even know they had the contract.
I didn't either. I'm embarrassed to say, but I don't think we sign in on somebody else's Netflix.
Oh, wow.
But
Shame.
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 Do you remember when they came out with Cuties? You remember
Yes.
that? Okay, I
Oh, yeah.
canceled it then.
Yeah, that was done. We were done then.
I don't ever watch Netflix. But okay, politics aside, Netflix just kind of sucks in general now. All the good shows left. And all the Netflix originals they make are awful. They're always woke. It's not good.
No.
I use the most I use is Max because a couple months ago, or it was really like last year, I watched all of The Sopranos, which was on there. Breaking Bad went to where did Breaking Bad go to? It may have gone to Hulu. Yeah. But no, Netflix is done.
No. And I don't know. There are cheesy Christmas movies. We may or may not have watched a cheesy Christmas movie, but that's about it. Mainly we're like you, Hulu,
Amazon
Max,
Prime.
and then we may or may not borrow his mom's Prime.
You can't say that. Or you borrow his mom's Netflix.
Well, she's it's just
they will hunt you down and get your money from you.
they probably will,
hate that.
but it's gone. It's not even on my app bar anymore, so it's fine.
Well, John T from Alabama, this is a whole rabbit hole, okay?
Oh, gosh.
So we're not going to go down the rabbit hole, but he did say it's also in the Bible that this whole system that we are part of will be destroyed. So I'm not sure what you're trying to save if you're focused on the system instead of people.
Okay, we're people operating in a system.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
The story of reality is that while that may be true, it's both and.
So
we've got to figure out
what's
how
that
to.
in reference to? Netflix?
No. About our discussion about what were we talking about before Steve Marshall came on? It was
we
that
were
discussion.
talking about Obama, Netflix, but before that, we were talking about Christians kind of starting.
Oh, yes. No.
Okay, yeah.
About Christians getting their own service and getting around. Yeah. Like I said, that's a completely different rabbit hole, but I agree with you. The way we get to people is through systems. So it's not like we have to operate with the world around us. And like I said, we're not going to go down that rabbit trail, but yeah, I mean, you got to operate with what's around you to get to people. And there's certain Christians that are doing good stuff like Kirk Cameron's Brave books, stuff like that. But yeah, I reject the notion that it's not going to get worse before it gets better. I don't believe that.
Can I plug something real quickly?
Yes, ma'am.
Did y'all see that Angel Studios is putting out it's a kids movie about David? It comes out.
No.
It actually looks really good. And in that same vein, started watching House of David.
Is it good?
Which is on Amazon Prime, and it's actually really good.
Okay.
Very good.
We don't have Amazon Prime.
Wink. Anyway,
I'm glad it's good.
No, it's really good. It makes it interesting. Have you watched it? Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, you haven't watched it.
No.
It makes I don't know, it puts together there's some they take some liberties in it. So I thought David's mom really died by a lion. Is that in the Bible?
No.
I don't think so.
Anyway, in the show she gets eaten by a lion.
It makes it more exciting.
Yeah, but little things like that. But in general, you're like, oh, you kind of start putting it together. Anyway, is that it?
Well, that's awesome.
That's all it takes. We got about 30 seconds for the break here. So
okay, so
sports next.
These breaks.
So sports.
Hey, no need to fear. JP on Sports is next.
JP on Sports.
JP.
The best sound effect.
I love talking sports.
Sports is great. I
There's
think
not a lot
I'll
of
get a
sports going on
snack
this weekend.
between this break and when we come back.
I mean, Auburn's got a tough weekend ahead.
I know.
I'm really nervous.
The bye week will get you. The end of the season bye week will get you.
The no bowl game will
I guess you're going to
Get
give us
ya.
your prediction.
Would you rather do Birmingham Bowl or no bowl?
just don't. Just let me
No.
stay home.
Yeah.
No, thank
Don't
you.
even.
It's a hard pass.
Yeah. All right, JP on Sports when we come back.
Hey, my friends, Phil Williams here. You've heard me talk about Inspire Advisors, how Paul Breyer and his team at Inspire Advisors will help you grow your investment portfolio while also screening out the companies that don't stand for conservative Christian principles. Look, they are experts in what is known as biblically responsible investing, and they are now offering a limited opportunity for a free class on that BRI. Check out the class, register for free, their website, www.moneypatternwealth.com. It's godly, it's conservative, it's financial freedom, y'all, with Inspire Advisors at www.moneypatternwealth.com. Check them out. Tell them you heard about it on Rightside Radio.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP.
Your ear bob okay?
Well, I'm not sure. But you know what it is time for, you guys? JP Hotspot.
Is it time to hit the sound effect?
Time, JP. Let's go.
JP on sports!
There you go.
The ladies love you.
What can I say?
We just need to find you one.
Yeah.
Just one.
We just need
That's all.
one out of that crowd.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed the single life too much right now.
I just don't know.
That's
if
good to
there's,
hear.
Like somebody that's mature enough for you.
Well, that's the thing is that, okay, we're not going to go down this rabbit hole. but
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Another day for another
sports?
time. We'll go
Okay.
to sports.
All right. We'll grill you in another time.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell by my pullover today, tomorrow's SEC Championship Day. Bama, Georgia, part 20,016.
Aren't y'all tired of the same game all the time?
I mean, it is the two best SEC teams, undoubtedly. So it's going to be a good game. Alabama, hopefully, is going to do to Georgia what they always do to Georgia, which is destroy them. But if they don't, that's been the main question of the sports talking heads. Will Alabama, with 3 losses that made the SEC championship, still make it into the playoffs, or are they out? I would argue biasly that Alabama would be in. That's why they put them at 9 this past selection show on Tuesday to give them enough buffer room. You can't punish a team that made a conference championship, in my opinion, because if you do that, then teams are going to start opting out of conference games. And if they're in a spot in the playoff and they know if they lose, they're out, then why even play it in the first place? So I don't think the committee will set the precedent to punish teams that make a conference championship. But it is an interesting story. 3-loss Alabama, will they be in or out? Ultimately, I think either way, Alabama is in. If they lose, as long as it's not like 59-0, I think Alabama will be fine. But on the other hand, Georgia is looking to avenge the loss earlier in the season to Alabama at home. And so who knows if it'll play out any differently or if we'll just see a repeat again. The last time Georgia beat Alabama within the last 12 matchups was that national championship game in 2021.
That was heartbreaking.
My freshman year of college. We were ready to storm the strip and it didn't happen. But anyways, I think it's going to be a great game regardless. We also got Ohio State, Indiana, 1 versus 2 conference matchup in the Big Ten, but who cares about the Big Ten? And it's going to be a good weekend of conference championships, but it's also towards the end of head coach carousel, which leads into the major story, Lane Kiffin and that fiasco. Will this spark change in college football? Because that was, let's just say, a circus is putting it lightly. But here's why it was such a circus. Everybody was wondering why this was such a big story. Lane Kiffin leaving in the way he did when Ole Miss was going to make the playoffs. The reason why it was such a circus is because of the college football schedule. Signing day was this past Wednesday. So signing day is before conference championships even happen. That's the first signing day for college football. Then there's the spring one. But the first one is right after the end of the regular season. So LSU, if you're in their position, you can't go into signing day without a coach. And on the flip side, Ole Miss also can't go into signing day with their coach in limbo and, guys not wanting to sign because they don't know where Lane's going to go. That's why it was such a mess. And that's why it was so ugly. So now you have a playoff team who now has to go into the playoffs with an interim coach because of the college football schedule. And Lane had to dip to go to LSU. So the question is now, will they change the schedule of college football or will they keep it the same? Or here's the devil's advocate side of it. Did the NCAA love every second of all the eyeballs on the Lane Kiffin drama? Or was that a bad look? Was it bad eyeballs on the whole situation? There's a lot that needs fixed in college football. A lot in terms of NIL, transfer portal, all that. However, I think an easy one that was just put under the spotlight was the college football schedule. Signing day being so early, right before playoffs. And if they don't fix it, I think we're going to see more situations like this. But in terms of Lane, right decision. I'm interested in what y'all think. Past the, I think we talked about it the day after it happened. Past all the Lane gonna Lane stuff, what do you think? Do you think he made the right decision to go to LSU, or do you think he should have stuck it out and stayed with Ole Miss through the playoffs?
I don't think they were going to let him stay.
No.
So I don't think.
Okay.
While I wish there could have been a choice for him, could we pretend like there was a choice?
Well, let me rephrase it. Stick with Ole Miss long term or go to LSU.
He was going to go to LSU. That was his stepping stone job. Don't you think?
I mean, I think it was, but I wish he had stayed at Ole Miss. I really do. I mean, how do you've built such a program, you've given so much, you've done so well, and then you just dip?
Yeah.
I don't know. But that goes back to a bigger issue of just college football in general. I just kind of hate there's no loyalty from the players or the coaches. It's just a racket.
Well, I actually think LSU comes knocking on your door, you got to take that job, especially for $90 million. I mean, I'm sure Ole Miss could have matched pretty close to what it was, but just plainly speaking, resources wise, recruitment in Louisiana versus Mississippi, the tradition of the program, even stuff like Ole Miss's stadium, they don't even have a second deck. And you look at, Death Valley, it's Death Valley. Stuff like that matters. So I think ultimately, and plus the $25 million a year he could have for his roster and NIL, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity as a coach. You got to take that. But I think everybody in this was put in a bad situation. Ole Miss was, Lane Kiffin was, LSU was, because of one thing, and that's the schedule being the way it was. And then now the side of it you were talking about, should have Lane been allowed to coach through the playoffs? I think the answer is a resounding absolutely not. Anybody who is arguing that he should have been able to is either naive or it just is on Jimmy Sexton's payroll, who is Lane Kiffin's agent. It's crazy to think that in this world of college football, you would let a guy who's already announced he's going to a rival school to hang around for another month. And Lane claimed that they tried to put in some guardrails with the AD to make them confident that he wouldn't poach their players or poach their coaches. But you can't guarantee that. Like, if you're going to LSU, go to LSU. Go ahead, leave. There's no way that they could do that, especially in today's age of college sports. But Pete Golding, I think, is going to do a good job. I think it was important for them to promote from within because you got a guy who knows the players already instead of somebody from the outside that's like, hey, guys, nice to meet you. All right, now let's go play in the playoffs. You needed to promote somebody from within. And I think Pete Golding is a great recruiter, great guy long-term for Ole Miss. He was the Alabama defensive coordinator not too long ago, right before he went to Ole Miss. So I think they made the right decision with their interim coach moving forward. But like I said, the story of this is just another disaster with college sports in terms of schedule, portal, NIL, everything. It's such a mess. But who knows? Maybe the NCAA will make that change after this year because he can't, in my opinion, you can't let what happened happen again with this. It was just too much of a mess.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what the listeners think. So 833-687-4448. Text in if you thought Lane made the right decision. And then I'll add a caveat on that. Should they have let Lane stay and coach through the playoffs? And here's another one. Will Ole Miss win the national championship? That would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Oh, wow.
If Ole Miss were to go all the way. Because what's also funny is that LSU has agreed to match whatever Lane's playoff incentives were on Ole Miss's contract. So if Ole Miss goes all the way and wins, LSU's going to give Lane $1 million.
That's crazy.
So you add another $1 million cherry on top to go.
As if he needed any more.
But
it's exhausting.
Y'all, this could be a disaster. I'm just saying. I mean, when you're going to a new program, new players that you haven't recruited, a culture, a locker room that you haven't been in, I don't, it could be the best move ever, but there's a risk. This is not risk free. And even for $90 million, your coaching legacy is a little bit on the line. He could go and tank.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, it's LSU, but I wish he would have stayed. I do have a question because I know we got to go to break. Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead. Fire away.
If Alabama gets kicked out of the top 12, who do they replace him with?
Probably somebody like a Miami who's on the outside looking in right now.
Is that who you think should, like, if it can't be Bama, who is that who you think is the most deserving?
Yeah, either like Miami or Vanderbilt. What's funny is that Miami's currently on the outside looking in. Notre Dame is in. Miami beat Notre Dame earlier in the year.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. And Notre Dame is not in a conference?
No. So
yeah, that's odd.
So they kind of get a pass because they don't have to go to a conference championship game. And
Must be nice.
But it's funny because the only reason Notre Dame is in is because their losses came earlier in the year and Miami's losses came later in the year. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Miami beat Notre Dame, so they should be in. But in this awful hypothetical that Alabama gets bumped out if they lose, Miami should be in. Vanderbilt I feel like Vanderbilt would be a fun team to be in there, but they just don't have enough signature wins.
Yeah. They have a lot of heart, which makes it fun. But yeah, this will be interesting to see how this plays out.
Last question.
Uh-huh.
Does JP on Sports have a sponsor?
That they do. And I was actually just about to get in that. It's actually Inspire Advisors. And you need to check them out if you haven't heard about them already. Inspire Advisors, Paul Breyer and his team, they have this thing called Biblically Responsible Investing, BRI, which gears your portfolio to an ethical way of investing. Instead of investing in companies that are against Christian values, or maybe they're pro-abortion, pro-LGBTQ marriage, whatever it is, they help you to where that doesn't happen and your portfolio is in line with your values. So you make sure you go check them out. That's Inspire Advisors, Paul Breyer and his team, www.moneypatternwealth.com. That's Inspire Advisors, the weekly sponsor of JP on Sports.
So they're not into insider trading?
No, they're not.
That's not on their to-do list?
Not quite.
Good.
Okay, then.
We should look into that for sure. Okay, when we come back, Clown World, a little bit of, what else did we have?
Wrapping up from our beginning montage.
Yeah, but there was some.
Festivus.
Festivus.
That's right.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Milo and Tucker, if we have time.
Man.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
We're going to cram it.
We're going to talk fast.
Would you rather? We have to make time for that.
That's true.
Okay, we'll be back.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio, where we're wrapping up the last hour of a great week. We've covered a lot today.
Yeah, I can't keep up with it all.
I mean,
You are very good at that.
well, I don't look. We talked to Steve Marshall. We heard JP on sports. We have already covered the Obamas perhaps buying Netflix, Biden and his cute 1989 comment to Bush 1. And then what else did we talk about at the beginning? We talked about Cheese Whiz.
Venezuela.
We talked about Cheese Whiz, JP.
That's right.
And
Sleazy
Venezuela.
cheese.
Sleazy cheese.
Which just, blue top or yellow, you pick. That's sad that I know. That's really sad that I know that, but I know where it is in Publix. Okay, so JP.
Yes, ma'am.
What would you like to do in this segment before we do Clown World in the next segment?
Oh, we got some text from last segment. Adam from Athens says it was time for Kiffin to head to LSU. He must have went through all.
Never mind.
He must have went through all of the girls at Ole Miss by now.
Yeah,
that's what we were thinking.
Matt from Madison says, let's just call it what it is. It's semi-pro football. There's no true college football any longer.
No.
That's unfortunately true.
So sad.
Okay, Thomas from Athens. Anyway, he's doing a funny hypothetical here that I see everybody talking about. He says, it's interesting to note that Kiffin kept delaying his announcement several times until after the Iron Bowl. It was suggested on Feinbaum that Kiffin could have thought that UA was going to lose to Auburn, might have caused DeBoer to be fired. Then lo and behold, Kiffin could get the better job. HC at UA? No. Alabama's not going to hire Lane Kiffin ever.
You don't ever?
No, he did too much at Alabama that's why we didn't even call him when Saban left in the first place. So there's a reason for that.
Okay.
But no, I saw a bunch of people thinking that he was waiting until after the Iron Bowl for that. I think him and the AD were having long conversations into the night. Why? You think he was waiting for the Iron Bowl to be over?
No, I mean, I do think, I don't really think that, but I do think his ego is large enough to think that he maybe had a chance. But I'm curious, they were going to announce Golding as the head coach and then they didn't. And have y'all seen Eli Manning tweeting about Coach Manning has a nice ring? You think there's anything?
Wouldn't that be a blast?
It would be a blast. I don't know if there's anything to that. He'd be a great coach, though. I think it'd be fun.
Man, I'd love those guys. Huh?
Could he still do as Eli and Peyton?
They
Monday Night Cast.
Yeah, because
I mean,
it's good.
That's the only way I watch Monday Night Football.
It's good. Really like it.
I don't know. As a coach, I'd love to have Lane Kiffin at Alabama, but I'm not going through the Lane Kiffin experience.
No, I can't.
I'm not doing it.
Ugh. Again, his wife and his children. Just be done already, you guys. This is embarrassing.
If you are at the point where you're willing to take on a fake dog,
you got problems.
You've got issues.
Yeah, you're right. She's given in too.
Yeah.
Like there's enabling going on, by the way. Just for the record.
Good luck, LSU.
Okay. You got any other texts?
No, that's all of them. 833-687-4448. Text line number if you want to text in.
Okay, so because next time we're going to talk about Clown World, I need to know if the closer it gets to Christmas, do y'all watch the cheesy Lifetime Christmas movies?
No.
Okay, JP?
No.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. That face said what?
Like
I know
Hallmark.
I know Hallmark.
Y'all
Is
do
it the
Hallmark?
same thing?
Yeah, basically.
My parents and grandparents were all over the Hallmark. So yeah, they watch them. I don't.
No, you
I watch the only one I watch
Die
every
Hard.
year is Polar Express.
All right.
Yeah, I don't do either. Ugh. Although somebody did tell me that there's a new Christmas movie out on Amazon Prime called Oh, What Fun. They said it was actually really good.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll try that. Hopefully it's not cheesy like the Hallmark.
Well, or it's so bad that you have to turn it off in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Could we just have a good movie? Is that too hard?
Hollywood, they don't make good movies anymore.
No, they don't. Which is why we watch a lot of old ones.
Before we go to the break, I'm not sure how much there is to say about this except Milo going on Tucker. And if you don't know Milo Yiannopoulos, he is formerly gay, very flamboyant. He was at Breitbart, like when Andrew got taken off and all that went down. He's kind of an enigma. He's very polarizing. He says some crazy things. But he found Jesus and is now no longer gay. And he has some very strong things to say about kind of this whole transgender gay lifestyle and all that. He just went on Tucker. And Abs, you watched, I don't know, did you watch the whole thing or
Half.
did you? What are your thoughts?
I was shocked by some of the profound things he had to say. I was intrigued. He is a great communicator, very flamboyant. I totally
Even
agree
still,
with that.
yeah.
Like even still. But some of the things he had to say specifically from our original montage today about women, liberal women, and the drag queen story hour, I'm actually going to watch the rest of it. It was very deep, and there are lots of skeletons in the Republicans' closet that also was
Ooh.
intriguing. Not that he named names, but enough that you're like, okay, I figured.
Oh.
I think this is a good combo after we laugh at the clown world montage. I think
Okay.
we'll have time
Okay.
to unpack
All right.
that. I think
All
it's
right.
good.
Because I did, of course, take notes because I'm a nerd.
Dang.
Surprise, surprise.
I'm not prepared for this one. That went a little deeper than I thought. Okay. Clown World. Then we'll just have that conversation, I guess. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP. So JP has put together a spectacular montage for us, lovingly called Clown World. JP?
Tell you what, in my time on...
All right, we got to restart it.
Okay.
Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs.
Stop the cap. This creates danger. And I'll tell you what, in my time on this, I'd never seen this before. People driving by my house and using the R word.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
The number of students who are registered as having a disability is skyrocketing at prestigious universities in the U.S. Some of the more unusual accommodations, such as students with social anxiety getting exemptions from being called on by their professors to answer questions, and one administrator at a public college in California says a student there got permission to bring their mother to class.
I want my mommy! Protect illegal immigrants or protect homeless veterans?
Protect illegal immigrants.
Why?
I just feel like the veterans need to fend for themselves, and you know what? We need to save our illegal immigrants. You know what I mean?
But they're illegal immigrants.
Okay. They deserve everything that anyone else does, especially they deserve more than any veteran, in my opinion.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
And reminding our officers of their duty to intervene. So if there is anything that is, a violation of someone's human rights or civil rights, excessive force or anything like that, they absolutely have a duty to intervene as police officers.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I was so entertained I didn't write anything down. Like I can't even remember what was in that.
So illegal immigrants should fend for themselves. I mean, veterans should fend for themselves.
I am going to give little girl that needs some more clothes the benefit of the doubt.
I bet it was cold and she forgot herself for a minute.
No, I'm thinking she doesn't know what a veteran is.
You think?
Possibly.
I mean, I don't know what I don't know how you choose anything that has illegal before the name anyway, but like surely she just didn't know what she was saying.
Hope not, but just think about what's coming out of our high schools. They don't know. I'm sorry, but they don't.
I think we need to replay the first clip again to reminisce on that one.
That one was hilarious. Can you do that?
Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs. 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs.
Okay.
Does that look like a white man to you? 30-year-old white man.
He is dark white.
Yeah, he's he said it with a straight face. Jake Tapper, straight face. That's a white man.
But that picture was not, this is what's so bad, is that picture was not up when Jake was saying that.
The editor superimposed it on there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Jake is literally reporting, I don't know if he knew it or not, but they were okay with just putting out there that he was white.
You know why?
Why?
Because he, in their world, this is very racist, had a white name.
Yeah. You know?
Oh.
Okay. What's funny though is when I originally saw the clip of Jake Tapper saying that, I wondered if this was an old clip from like when around the time it happened in the first place. But no, they literally, the rest of the clip is him saying Brian Cole was arrested today. So this was a clip from yesterday where after he was arrested, it was known who the guy was and that he was not a white man. And yet CNN either A, didn't care, or B, is so bad at reporting, they actually thought he was a white man.
I think they're bad at reporting and thought he was a white man. I mean, unless they go back and correct it. Do you think they'll correct it?
I haven't seen any corrections so far.
This would be the
but maybe this is why the Biden FBI didn't go after him in the first place, because it's people like the ones that work at CNN that were in the FBI.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
so they're all
absolutely.
racist?
Yes, because he didn't fit the narrative, and how in the world could we arrest him?
No, I'm saying they're all racist because his name's Brian Cole.
Well, I'm
And
just
they
suggesting
just
to you
thought-
that they thought
They were looking for a white guy.
Yeah.
And the whole time they were looking for a dark white guy.
Yeah. Like,
That
oh
could've
my
been.
word. Sorry. That was my husband. Sorry.
So there was that one. There was Tim Walsh saying that people were driving by his house saying the R word after Trump called him
Sorry.
Did y'all see Elon Musk repost that somebody that said, look, being a retard doesn't mean you're mentally handicapped. It means you're stupid and you don't know what's going on in the world, basically. And so he was basically saying, Tim Walz, yeah, you fit the description.
Yeah, when
Sorry.
people say that, they're not actually talking about.
No, they're not talking about people
Down
who
syndrome.
are. Yeah, no. There's a word, and it actually means you are. I'm not saying people are, that they are retarded in their growth. You can be special and have that as your gift the Lord has given you, intellectual handicap, whatever. Or you can be retarded. Like the building of the home was retarded by rain. It didn't happen because the rain got in the way. So you can do both things. You can say both things. And Tim doesn't know.
She was holding it in for so long.
She did.
Why did you look at me?
But I mean, really, Tim, people have been restrained. Bless that man.
He said it like people are doing drive-bys at my
Yeah,
house.
they're shooting at me.
You guys
I'm
call
having to-
Never seen this before.
Hitler and
Yeah.
Nazis and racist and homophobes and bigots, and you have one word you do not like. And oh my goodness.
My family
You
and
can't
I,
say it.
my family and I are having to duck below windows, cover each other
Yeah.
from the drive-bys.
Pew! Have y'all seen that South Park?
Bless it.
I wish we could play it.
No, we
I don't
can't,
trust
can we?
playing clips
No.
of Alice have been showing.
No.
There's no cuss words, but it's there. The boys get called into like a like they're being interrogated.
Yeah,
and
from
whatever.
the new principal.
Or maybe I can't remember what it is, but anyway, they're talking about what makes you a gay retard. It's hysterical.
I've seen that clip. Yeah,
I've never
We
seen
might
that, but
have
wow.
to play it sometime.
Well, so
But
that-
their whole point is we don't really mean you're actually gay,
Yeah,
and we
exactly.
don't really mean you're actually retarded. It means, and it's talking about how people drive.
yeah. And
Anyway.
we can't play that because I know now it doesn't say gay, so another word.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Oh, no. 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 We're going to leave that discussion right there.
It doesn't say.
No.
It says the other word.
What's the other word?
Allison, we're going to talk about it in the break.
Okay, so there was that one.
Okay,
and
and
then there
then-
was the one after it was it the kids having their moms come to class?
All right, listen. Sometimes that's not a bad idea when you're in college and maybe, I don't know. I'm kidding. Yes, in California, somebody had special accommodations to bring their mom to class.
The funniest part, and if you
The news people were hilarious about that
I was going to
story.
say the funniest part, if you couldn't see it, I kind of hate it because the news anchor, the guy, I would say is clearly probably liberal and gay. And he was about to lose it.
He was.
Even he thought it was ridiculous.
The way he said it,
Very
he goes,
ridiculous.
including bringing their mothers to class.
That was well said. Understatement of the year.
And he even like his face started changing when he was talking about how they got a pass to not be called on during class, you know.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Because of
when
social
you have
anxiety.
the
Can you imagine?
yeah, no, this is why you go to that other Clown World clip where that 20-something-year-old girl is like, I hate waking up. I hate going to sleep. I hate working. I hate not working. I hate my life. I hate everything. I hate you. I hate me. I hate. And they just are so incapable of enduring anything, even the good. It's weird.
They have no resilience, none whatsoever. And we bred that out of them when we helicoptered them when they were very little and wouldn't let them just go out and play and get dirty and fall down and come in scraped. You know, we had to arrange play dates.
You're right.
And arrange friendship and have them dressed just so, which I'm not opposed to that. But we helicoptered it. We mowed all of the problems out of their way. And are we shocked that this is where we've ended up?
It gets to where you have some lady on the sidewalk saying that illegal immigrants should get priority over veterans.
That's right.
It's like,
But-
what? Veterans should fend for themselves. What?
And then back to Allison's point, but did she even know what a veteran was?
Which is not any better.
No.
It's
all bad.
embarrassing.
It's bad.
But the way she talked, I'm like, there's no way you can double, triple down on your answer and actually know what a veteran is.
Yeah. No shame. or at least, or she's so confident in her beliefs, and that maybe she was brought up in a school system that taught her that illegal immigrants were the priority over Americans. Then she actually thought it was the right answer. I don't know. Veterans should fend for themselves. Like, what do you even? You should be medicated. Like, it's
What else was in it?
The last one was the Minneapolis police. I think he was the police chief, referring to ICE, saying that if Minnesota police officers see ICE taking away human rights, that they have the duty to intervene and stop it. So pretty much encouraging Minnesota or Minneapolis police officers to go against ICE.
Great. Thank you so much. Now we all know where not to go.
I bet that girl lives in Minneapolis.
I think that was actually Miami.
Well, her lack of clothing told me she was somewhere warm. You're right.
Although, have you seen the girls these days? It can be today's like 40 degrees.
And they
shirts are not their favorite.
Can't find their jackets.
Yeah. Or maybe they need a little more shirt, but that's okay. Yeah, so that was spectacular, JP. The Clown World montage has quickly become a favorite.
Lisa from Huntsville says, y'all, you could play that every day. It's not going to get old anytime soon.
It's so good.
Say less.
I mean, we might. It goes along with the Festivus. Are we going to be able to get to the Festivus for the rest of us?
Have to wait till next week.
Maybe we do. I don't know. We got to
Maybe
do Would You
punt
Rather.
it to Monday. Let's punt it to Monday.
Okay.
Because that's you know what? Just plug that in for a Monday segment because it is a doozy.
And my sound effect awaits.
Clown World.
And look, and we dedicate that to my sister-in-law who loved the fleecing of America. Well, guess what? Get ready. This is from last year.
Okay.
And the next one will come out the next week. We'll have that as well.
Was that Tom Brokaw?
Yeah.
Was that
remember?
NBC?
Yeah. So we were an NBC News family.
Yeah, I bet. Did you watch the Today Show?
Oh, religiously.
Yeah. Till Matt Lauer.
Yeah. Then that was
one.
awkward. That got
Do you even
weird
know who
fast.
Matt Lauer is?
He doesn't know.
He's typing.
No idea.
Typing it in. Oh, bless his heart.
Oh, yeah. This guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of disappeared, didn't he?
He did. But it was a good show up until then.
Al's still there. Man.
Al, I'm going to refrain.
Al needs to eat a cheeseburger.
Go, Al.
He does.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Today Show.
Well, I don't either anymore. But anyway. All right. We'll take a break. We'll do Would You Rather. We'll wait on the Festivus. We almost did it all.
We tried so hard. And we really probably should watch that interview with Milo because I think it's worth discussing. It's really fascinating.
Oh, yeah. We didn't
Let's
get
do that
back
for
into that.
Monday.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm plugging
We have
that in.
homework.
Yep.
What? A Christmas movie? Oh, what fun. And Milo.
Yep.
Do the Christmas movie after Milo and Tucker.
Okay.
I think that's the plan. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Rightside Radio. I'm Amy Beth Shaver with Allison Sinclair and JP, wrapping up a week. Happy to have made it through to Friday. Thank you for all the text. Thank you for your ideas. And we do have homework this weekend, so we'll come back next week and have a conversation first about the Christmas movie. Then, if you want to, watch the Tucker Milo conversation and see what you think about it. That's going to be interesting. I was impacted in ways I did not expect. So I'm going to go back and watch the rest of it. Then JP has our president saying something we never thought we'd hear from the White House again, considering this season that we're thankful for. And after we play this little clip to remind ourselves why we celebrate, we have Would You Rather. Favorite part.
So this Trump clip, by the way, for context, is at the National Christmas Tree Lighting. So I guess they were doing the Christmas tree lighting in D.C. But he spoke at the Christmas tree lighting, talking about Christmas and Christ and all. I think it's just refreshing. We need to end the show on a refreshing note. Here's your president talking about Jesus in front of the whole world.
Has stood tall in part because millions of our citizens have heeded that call, and the faith and service of Christians have been essential parts of America's strength from the very, very beginning. Incredible. We love the Christians. We love all religions. And by the way, religion is coming back to the USA. You see that very strongly.
That's remember when the White House was red with Biden in front? It was weird.
Oh, dark Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like satanic, weird lights. Oh, I can't talk about what I saw.
What?
It's like, I can't, never mind. I can't say it. But it was very bizarre.
It's very strange.
bizarre.
And then to switch and have this is refreshing.
It is refreshing. And like, there's no, remember Biden's, the decorating of the White House.
So weird.
Had the
Oddball.
Weird, like,
Dancing
drag
people.
queen
Yeah.
dancers. Yeah.
By the way, this is another one of him talking about Jesus and how Jesus was the turning point for humanity. So it's another one.
Tonight, this beautiful
Oh, hold on, let me unmute it. Here we go.
tree glows bright on the dark and cold winter night and reminds us of the words of Gospel of John. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. Beautiful words. With the birth of Jesus, human history turned from night to day. His word and his example call us to love one another, to serve one another, and to honor the sacred truth that every child is specially made in the image of God.
Can you imagine?
Wow. Okay.
Something's happening.
Yeah. I think I like this.
I do too. I hope it continues.
I think we're on the right track.
I
don't
concur.
know if somebody got fired. You're fired. Maybe.
You fired.
Or if he just found his voice again.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's encouraging. I hope to see more of it.
Yeah. Agree.
All right, is it time for Would You
Yep,
Rather?
it is.
Okay. All right.
Okay, this is funny. I don't think your camera's on all the time, but you kind of like make yourself laugh, and it makes me laugh. You're like tickled at these questions.
I do.
You do.
Some of these questions I can't read on air, but they're quite funny. But here's one I can read. I think this is a good one. Would you rather always be stuck in traffic but find a perfect parking spot, or never hit traffic but always take forever to park?
Oh.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Take forever to park, never hit traffic. I don't mind parking far. I'm a fast walker. I'll park far away. I'll take the last parking spot in the parking lot, and I will walk as far as I need to walk. I hate traffic. And that's one of the most annoying things about Birmingham that I've noticed. It's not like Huntsville where you can just get on the parkway, and Huntsville's getting more traffic, but still, you can still get on the parkway and be where you need to be relatively quick. Birmingham, you hop on 280, you're in it.
Yeah,
I hate
you
that.
are in it.
So I'd take forever to park.
Same.
Okay. I think I interpreted take forever to park differently because I don't mind walking.
Do you think it meant an eternity?
Well, okay, no,
No,
What do you
I
mean?
thought it meant like
that's true.
you're like people are backing out in front of
Yeah.
you all the time, and then people are cutting you off, and then they're taking your spot.
I think that maybe,
Can you define the terms?
I think it's what you're saying of you're taking forever to find a spot, which even if that is the case, I'll still take forever to park.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at the very least, if you could get there, you could just ramp it up into the grass and be like, deuces.
Yes, true.
So, yeah, I'm going with parking.
I like it. I
All
like it
right,
a
y'all.
lot.
It has been a fun week. We did it. Happy 1 month anniversary. Hopefully, we have like 1 or 2 months left. I'm kidding. You're stuck with us forever. Y'all have an awesome weekend.
Y'all too.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
That was hard. We'll see y'all Monday.